Hello, everybody. This is Riracha Reality with Reese. I am your host, and today I'm going to discuss something very interesting. It's involving a person who has a specific person, and they've been kind of on and off for about 6 years, so to speak. And she wants to know, or rather, she is experiencing a version of him that she doesn't necessarily prefer, but she does love this person, and she is confused and doesn't know whether or not he can actually be the version of reality, the identity that she's imagining him being, right? And whether or not she should just go general. The Abraham Hicks thing is just go general. Just generally imagine what it is you like, want, and how to feel, and let reality rearrange itself for that. Which is all well and good. It's all perfectly fine. But I wanted to move her into a higher knowing of what actually is going on and what the fulfillment of your desire actually means. Too often we are focused on the desired end. And I'll give an example. Let's say you're going to go watch a movie. Focus on the movie. You only focus on the movie. Every single thing is about the movie. You got the tickets, you got this, you got that, right? Watching the movie, and then you spend that 2 hours in the theater, and you're like, that's it, that's done. Now my desire is finished. That's not actually what happened. Every single moment is you experiencing that desire from right now. Let's just say today, says Monday, and I'm going to watch a movie on Friday. Every single moment prior to even realizing I desired to watch the movie is part of the fulfillment of myself having watched the movie and enjoyed the experience of watching said movie. Right from now, not Friday, right now, no matter what day it is, right now. The buying the movie tickets, the calling my friends to see which one wants to go, or having been called by my friends to go watch a movie. The anticipation of, oh great, on Friday we have plans. Now I just gotta rework my Friday a little bit more and know that, oh, what are we gonna do before that? Are we gonna go for dinner? Are we gonna go for lunch? Are we gonna go for dinner after? What are we gonna do? All of that anticipation and expectation and experiencing is part of the fulfillment, right? Booking the tickets, talking about the movie, maybe watching the trailer again, discussing what it's going to be like, thinking about what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, blah blah blah. And then sometimes you don't even think about it at all, right? Wednesday comes, stuff happens in a 3D reality, you're dealing with it or enjoying it or whatever, and you forgot. And then like Thursday morning, oh yes, I want to watch a movie tomorrow with my friends or the person that I love or whatever, and you really enjoy it. You see, the fulfillment was from knowing. Right then and there, I am that version of myself because I choose that version of myself to be experiencing right here and right now. I am watching that movie on Friday. I am the version of myself that watched the movie already. I am sitting with my friends after the movie, and we were laughing and we were joking and we were discussing and we were wondering and we were curious and we had a wonderful time. The movie becomes almost obsolete in terms of the enjoyment of the experience of watching said movie. That's what I want to talk about: the fulfillment and fulfillingness of watching the movie. And here's where the alternative stuff comes in. None of it's wrong, right? You want to watch a movie. Let's say you have an idea of what movie you want to just watch on Friday, right? And this has happened to me quite a few times actually, where I would want to watch a certain movie, and people in my life would want to watch a movie on the same day at the same time, and they obviously, because I'm the creator of my reality, it comes into my reality. Hey, let's watch a movie on whatever day, right? Maybe I thought about watching a movie on Friday. They said, Friday doesn't really work, let's do it on Saturday. And you want to fight, you want to say, no, Friday is so much better, it's closer, it's this, it's that, instead of saying, you know what, go with the flow. My preference is Friday, but I don't mind any other thing. I'm just going to go with the flow of what's right now, not fighting it. You can say no. You can say yes. My point is, it doesn't matter. Your preference is what matters. If you're going to say yes, say yes. If you say no, say no. It doesn't matter. Right? you start looking at movies on Saturday because you said yes, or you said no, or they said Friday and you said okay, cool, that's what I wanted, right? Now you're starting to look at other movies, or maybe maybe you want to watch a certain movie, but your friends want to watch something else, and you don't want to fight with them. You just say what your preference was. You know what your preference was, but you don't fight, right? And then you say, okay, maybe that movie will be better. Maybe it'll be nicer because all my friends will like it. But you know what your preference is. You know what your choice is. You're not invalidating a version of you that is watching that other movie with your friends, that is watching the movie on a different day with your friends. You're not invalidating it whatsoever. You know that's your choice. You know you're going with the flow. You know you're experiencing fulfillment of your choice anyway, regardless of your choice being experienced or not, right? Obviously the day and the movie is a little more of a hard set thing, but sometimes it really isn't. Sometimes you really want to watch a movie on Friday and it's a specific one, and you just stay in that knowing, I am that. And sometimes we have that fear. You say, what if it doesn't happen? Okay, there's a reality where it doesn't happen. That's okay. But you have a desire, you have a preference. Stay in that knowing that this is my preference, this is my desire. I'm not going to fight reality. Just going to know that's my desire, that's my reality, that's my preference, that's who I say I am, regardless of what unfolds, because I'm reality. I'm just going to assume that it's unfolding perfectly for my experiencing of it. It doesn't mean you're not going on Friday. It doesn't mean you aren't watching that movie on Friday. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm just making a point here in saying the desire of you watching the movie on Friday, the one you wanted to watch, exists, and your awareness of it is the evidence of it. Nothing is set in stone. Not even the movie tickets of on Saturday watching something else. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to force it either. I'm just saying reality will literally rearrange itself according to who you are. I am source of being, right? And all of these other things, if you experience them in the way that, you know what, I am experiencing knowing about other movies. I am experiencing about knowing other days to watch this movie. I am experiencing alternatives that are leading me to my desired end, which is watching the movie on Friday. It's the same thing with a specific person. You say, no, but a specific person has a mind of their own and this and that. No. Literally most of your desires, if not all of them, involve other people. And if they involve other people, you're involving choices that they make differently. A specific person is literally no different whatsoever in that regard. You're just experiencing another choice that they made, where that choice is choosing to be with you, where that choice of choosing to be with you with that version of them that you desire to be with, whatever that means. Overly passionate, loves to go out and do this and that, loves the beach. Even if they don't like the beach right now, there's a version of them that does. That's why reality gets so confusing where you say, oh, this person changed so much. It's because you changed. It's because you changed, because you're always changing. Not this physical you, the metaphysical I am awareness is always changing. It's always showing you a new vantage point of reality. So when you put your awareness on I am in a relationship with this person and exactly the way that I desire it to be, that exists right now. I'm aware of this existence right now. I'm aware that this version of reality and this version of them that I am experiencing is so different from what I am what I am having been aware of prior, and the version of me is experiencing it must be one with me. I'm feeling it and being it, and I'm experiencing the fulfillment of it. It just must exist because it's in my awareness. So how do I get there? You don't have to get there. You are literally there right now. You are experiencing the fulfillment of it. So, using the movie analogy, what's happening? What's going on? What's now? What's unfolding now? What's unfolding now is your experiencing of the fulfillment of that fulfilled desire. The version of you in that reality, as the experiencing, isn't desiring anything else. Isn't bothered about whatever desires they have. Isn't questioning what they did, what they didn't do. Isn't doing any of that. It's just, you're just there in a reality, shamelessly, without shame, without guilt, without sorrow, without regret. None of it. You're not even jealous about anything, right? None of those. You're not angry about anything. None of that matters. Because who you are there is brand new. Who they are there is brand new. How you unfold into that is part of the fulfillment. Every single step you take from now is part of the fulfillment of the desired end. You aren't betraying them if you go on a date with somebody else. You aren't living up to that version of you who doesn't go on a date with somebody else. You aren't doing them a favor by hindering yourself, and you aren't being that identity by you aren't not being that identity by exploring other things, exploring other desires that you have. You have them. You have to admit that you have them. I'm not saying run after every single person that you have a desire about having about being with them in some way or fashion. I'm not saying say yes to every date that comes your way or ask every person out that you feel like. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying whatever unfolds in and as your reality is the experiencing and fulfillment of that desire. You aren't betraying anyone, and you aren't not living up to that version of yourself. You already are that version of yourself. However reality unfolds is part of that unfolding, is part of that fulfillment. You are fulfilled in every way. And if you desire things, if you desire other things, if you desire going out with your friends, and say you see a nice person that you just want to have a conversation with and without feeling guilty about of doing so, have it. And after, if you didn't prefer it, imagine it differently. Rewrite your reality. Rewrite who you are. Rewrite the knowing that, you know what, I saw that person. I choose to be the version of myself that wasn't loyal to my desired end, in that sense, where I feel like I'm betraying that. But I just feel like the person that, you know what, I choose to just have been doing something else. My preference was, yeah, okay, cool. A version of me talks to them, a version of me didn't. I'm just interested in this person. I'd rather have been with my friends dancing. I'd rather have gone out somewhere. Imagine whatever you like. That's now your preference. After having seen, you know what, I spoke to that person that I had a desire with momentarily, or I didn't. And imagine that you did. It doesn't matter. Keep imagining what fulfills you in the moment. If it is literally talking to someone else, imagine it. If it's not, don't. And if it did something that you didn't prefer, imagine it otherwise. You are in control. Be source. That is you being source, controlling who and what you are imagining and being yourself as. It's no betraying anything. It's not living up to anything. You aren't saying, "Oh no, I am purely being that identity, and as it unfolds, it is that. I'm sitting at home waiting for it." No, that's not it. It's not either. No, I'm going out every day. I'm going and meeting people. My desire end is this, and I'm whatever. Again, that's not it either. Be who you are. Just be that identity. Be the identity that it is true for. The identity that you are source. And as source, all of it's unfolding. As source, everything you desire is unfolding perfectly because you are already that which you desire to be. You are now experiencing the unfolding of being it. So be it first. Be the identity first. Be the identity that the story plays out for. And it plays out for right now. That's who you are. And that's how you see it. When you are imagining yourself, realize you want to be there. When you're imagining yourself with the specific person, you want to be there as this person, as this identity, with that version of them. So no matter what unfolds, no matter what desires you have, no matter what thoughts you have, no matter what circumstances come up, no matter what you do or what you don't do, know that it's unfolding for that desired end, and don't feel any shame or guilt about what it is you do or don't do as if you have lost it. You will never lose it. It's always yours, but you are unfolding to experience yourself as that identity, no matter what that means. If you have other things in your heart that are still that want to be fulfilled, that what you want to experience, let them out. It doesn't mean they're going to come flooding in, right? It doesn't mean you're stuck in that. It means you just have to experience them in some way or another. That's what your fears and doubts are. Things you're holding back and fearing of coming, but you put your focus on them so much. But things you enjoy and love and want to experience living, that's also there. Don't hold on to it. Let it come. If somebody else comes to you and wants your phone number and wants to go on a date, you can choose to give it to them. You can choose to not give it to them. You are source. They both exist. You can go. You don't have to go. You can reimagine whichever way you like after the fact. Because there are no facts, there's only now. There's no past, there's no future, there's only now. Rewrite your reality right now. in every moment of now. And know that you're not betraying your heart for anything. You are only expanding your heart for everything. You are not betraying your heart for anything. You are expanding your heart to be everything. That's who you are. I am your host, Reese. Thank you for the liking, the subscribing, my new clients, the emails coming in, the Facebook messages. Somebody messaged me that they moved and shifted reality, and within 3 days, their specific person came back into their life. They don't want to wait anymore. They want to be with them, which is amazing. I just got that message now, like as this started coming up, and I'll talk about that tomorrow maybe. Much love, much gratitude, infinite light to all of you. Thank you for the liking, subscribing, the sharing, the popping in and out of my awareness. I love it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.